Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming one of my favorite videos to film. You guys know how much I love the Will I Buy It series here on YouTube. I have all the accounts and Samantha March linked in my description box at all times, just because of course we want to give credit to where credit is due. And without further blabbering, let's get into the video. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. If you are new, I do upload every other day, so you get quite a bit of content from me. I've also been dabbling into lives. So if you guys like live streams, you know, you never know. Sometimes a new palette shows up at my post box and I'm on live swatching it, demoing it for you guys. So I'm definitely trying to incorporate new things to my channel, so definitely subscribe if you like lives, if you like eyeshadow palettes, if you like film videos. We do them all. We do looks, we do tan girl friendly makeup, like it's a whole mixed bag up in here. So thank you guys for checking me out, and today we're gonna start off with Trend Mood. I have some new makeup releases I want to chat about. I feel like Kathleen Lights and Lights Lacquer don't really hit the makeup category right on the nail, but I do like her nail polish line. So it looks like she's coming out with the Supernova collection. It's a new galactic trio featuring Lunaris shades by Lights Lacquer, 3 shimmery glittery purple colors. So they're going to be available August 20th. I love a good Lights Lacquer launch, but I'm not the biggest fan of like purple nail polish. I'm more of a green blue nail polish person, so I'm probably going to be passing on that. I still want some of her summer collection shades, but I'm trying to be good because I have a drawer full of kale polish as well as some of the older launches from Lights Lacquer, and right now I'm on a stint where I can't like grow my nails. I keep biting them pretty short, so they're kind of like little stumpy nails at the moment. But once I get back out of that habit, I will probably be painting my nails again. But yeah, I go in phases. It's really weird. The next thing, I'm definitely getting this. This is like the first P. Louise palette that has piqued my attention. So P. Louise is coming out with it's like a world travel theme. I think it's called like the World Travel Palette or something like that. So they're launching that September 1st, and it's going to be 41 pounds and 50 cents. So excited for that. There's also going to be an eye brush set, a lip duo, as well as a PR collection that includes a pink suitcase. I don't want all of that, but that eyeshadow palette, like if I had to launch an eyeshadow palette, that would kind of be my color story. Like I would love to do something like that because I love blues, I love greens, and then I love that like grungy row. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. So the big news this weekend has been that ColourPop is going to Target. I don't know if this is confirmed or if Trend Mood is just speculating. It looks like they might be. I cannot imagine the hell that's about to break loose at Target if ColourPop was to be at a Target store. I think it's cool because it's really going to bring them into the drugstore, and it's really going to give drugstore brands a run for their money, because I do feel like ColourPop, like for all its faults, is still very innovative compared to like a lot of the drugstore giants like L'Oreal and Maybelline and stuff like that. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll make sense for Target to carry ColourPop. The next thing I'm seeing is it looks like the Stone palette from Urban Decay is coming. There doesn't seem to be an update on the date, but a lot of us were still trying to figure out if this was going to be like the Moon Dust formula or if it was going to be like a new pressed glitter formula. I'm not personally sure myself. I think just from looking at it that it's going to be more like the Moon Dust formula, except they're just calling it like the Stone collection. I don't know. I personally don't think that I would pick this palette up. I love the packaging. I feel like Urban Decay always nails the packaging, but if I had to pay my own money and buy it, I don't think I would actually want to go ahead and do that. The next thing, I'm sure you guys have all seen the new Jeffree Star collection that's launching. I personally, I don't know. I was kind of expecting to like the palette. I did say in a video, I think about a month ago, that I wasn't going to buy from his brand, but I feel like I can still like something and not participate. So I was kind of expecting, like, especially because I've been so into nudes lately, and then when I saw this palette, I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I feel nothing. So very glad that I'm not going to be sitting there going like, oh, it's so pretty, because it's just not my vibe. Like, I don't know. So easy pass for me, honestly, on that. I do like his liquid lipsticks, and I like the shades he comes out with. So those new shades, like the 2 rust color shades, are like really pretty in my opinion. If I didn't have a bajillion lipsticks in that color story, I would probably be lusting away for them, but also an easy pass. Plus it's like a huge Volt. I honestly think the Volt is a great idea. I like his liquid lipsticks personally. Not gonna buy them, but I do think it's a good formula. So if somebody wants to buy them and you want a bunch of really great nudes, I think why not? The glosses have never really appealed to me, and then I need a powder, like I need a hole in my head. So easy pass on that. And then there's like a bunch of merch and stuff like that. So really not my vibe for some reason, which is weird because like I said, I've really been into nude palettes and neutral palettes, but this one's like a meh, so I don't know. Maybe you guys were expecting a bigger reaction out of me. For me, it's like, I'm only talking about it because it's a big launch. I think in some parts of the world, for me, I'm just like, whatever. Okay, I do like this. This is kind of funny. This is the Il Makiage Rico Nasty collection. It's a collab, and it just looks fun. Like that little palette with the pops of color looks fun. The neutral palette with a pop of blue always gets me. It actually kind of reminds me of, have you guys seen the new Violet Voss Essentials 2 palette? Kind of reminds me of that palette. So they have a Lo-Fi, which is 12 shades, a Neon Rage, which is 6 shades, a double-ended brush, black eye pencil, and a white eye pencil. So it's cute. I've never owned anything from Il Makiage, so you guys will have to keep me posted on what you guys think of the brand. Personally, I will be passing on it for now because there's so many other things I want. Here's another collection that, of course, I jumped right on it when this launched, the Colored Rain Juicy Boost collection. Oh my gosh. I feel like they teased this like months ago, and we were finally able to purchase it last week. So I got the flat packaging. I just thought, I like bigger-ish palettes, so I like the flat packaging, and I can't wait for this to come in the mail. I will definitely be filming a video or swatch party or something with this palette as soon as I get it. It is stunning. I also bought this palette, so the Be Perfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti by Stacey Marie and Be Perfect. Another very disastrous launch, I must say. They definitely could have planned better, but their site, like they had this like exclusive email that was gonna go out. I was up at 5 a.m. trying to order this palette online, then the email never came, so I went back to sleep, and then by the time the email came, the website was like heavily crashing. And then finally, sometime midday on Monday, they got a queuing system. Apparently, like P. Louise let them borrow their queuing system. So then I was able to get in the queue and order the palette, which was nice. And now I think it launched officially this past Friday. And since then, the palette has sold out. So I'm kind of glad like I stuck with it and ordered it, but oh my gosh, it was like Raw Beauty Kristi X Pure 2.0 when that happened. And so I was just like side-eyeing the whole situation. So the next thing that launched is the Main Event collection by Morphe. I think they did this in like collaboration with Mitchell, and I actually really like Mitchell's like stuff. Like he seems like he's got a lot of like skills as far as makeup goes, and I've seen like a few collaborations he's done with like UK based brands, so it's kind of cool to see him, you know, kind of bring that over to the US. I kind of like how unique this palette is. The color story is very unique. I didn't realize that the bottom row was cake liners, but yeah, it's cool. Like if this wasn't a Morphe palette, I would probably be more inclined to purchase it, but I did post this on my community tab, and a lot of you were like, yeah, the swatches look really nice, but we all know it's probably not true to what it's gonna look like in real life. So it was easy to talk myself out of it, but I kind of like the vibe. It's kind of giving me like grungy fall vibes. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. I'm happy to entertain all of you down in my comment section. And then the next launch that was huge last week was the ColourPop and Candyland collection. So I think Candyland is very much an American board game. I had never heard of it until I moved to the US and I was in college here, and we played Candyland in like our dorms. And so it's kind of fun, but I think actually one time we did like life-size Candyland as like a activity in our dorm, which was really fun. But I don't know, this collection, like, I don't ever think brands have to make things that are every skin tone friendly. I feel like some launches are just gonna gear to some skin tones, and some launches are just gonna gear to other skin tones, and sometimes they work for multiple skin tones. I just think that is how it is. I don't necessarily always think that brands have ill intentions when that happens. So that's just me. That's how I personally look at it. But this eyeshadow palette is like very light. Like it's like pastel light. Like it's so light. And then there's that like one dark brown, which I don't necessarily think would even really pair with the pastels. So maybe you would want to use it as like a soft liner shadow. I don't really know. My favorite thing in this collection, I'm not gonna lie, that lip gloss called the Princess Lolly Roller Gloss is taking me back to my childhood, because my mom used to always wear lip glosses like that in the 90s, and I would love that Jolly blush, the Super Shock blush. But you guys know I have like a bajillion coral blushes, so the whole thing was a very easy pass for me at the end of the day. Okay, so the next thing that launched, and you can't get this anymore, so it probably doesn't make sense that I talk about this, but I'm very interested in that new Tatcha Rice Wash Skin Softening Cleanser. I actually ended up buying it during the Sephora discount sale thing that's going on. I will leave that information down in my description box if any of you are interested in shopping with my affiliate link. But I was definitely eyeing this because, again, it comes with that Rice Wash Skin Softening Cleanser, but then I've owned the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist before, and I thought it was okay, but it's not something I really needed in a full size. And then the serum stick sounds like a fun idea, but I don't think I would reach for it. And then the Dewy Skin Sheet Masks sound good, but I think the box was like $69 for all those products, which is a really good deal for Tatcha. But I decided to just put that money towards buying the actual face wash that I wanted, instead of like buying the box and, you know, spending more money than I necessarily needed to. So I did end up passing on that. So they took their Banana Coconut Superfood collection and added a superfood body cream. So that sounds delicious. Banana coconut, like, I don't like a lot of fruits, but I can mess with some banana coconut. That sounds pretty good. So I don't need to buy high-end lotion. I'm good with my drugstore Nivea and other stuff that I use to hydrate my skin. So easy pass on that for me right now. And then we had a big drop from Fenty. They launched the Pro Kiss Lip Balm in a few different colors. I think there was 3 of them. They also launched a Brow MVP Max Longwear Clear brow pencil, and then 2 eyeshadow palettes for their like snapshot palette line. There was one called Money, which was pops of creamy green, and then Wine, a rich blend of neutral and burgundy, and then a new shade of the Stunna lip paint in Underdog, as well as the full frontal mascara, but they got it in some minis. In limited edition shades, there was a Merlot and an Ivy Green. So it was kind of a big launch for Fenty. You know how they usually only launch like one thing at a time? So these must be a few of their spring summer launches, and they probably just popped them all out at once. So I like the look of the balms, but again, I don't want to spend $18 on a balm. The green palette looks nice in the swatches, like that shade Fat Pockets is like a beautiful green, but I still feel like these shades aren't that much different from my Profusion $5 eyeshadow palette, so easy pass on that. And then the Wine palette, again, that Pinot Please color is like catching my eye. I've never been a fan of their Stunna lip paint formula. It's just not my favorite liquid lipstick, so I'm passing on that. So yeah, I basically ended up passing on all the new launches by Fenty. I feel like a lot of you would have expected me to get the green snapshot palette, but I just have heard such mixed reviews on it that it was an easy pass for me in the end. Okay, so the next launch, I passed on quite a few things this week, is the ColourPop face stamps. So they're called the Cutie Mark face stamps. I think this is such a fun idea because I know Milk Makeup did this and people were really interested, but I like the ColourPop price point. So you can get them for $8 each or a set for 20 bucks. And they did like a little crescent moon, a heart, and a star. If I'm ever placing a ColourPop order in the future, I could maybe see myself throwing one in my bag, but for now, it's an easy pass for me. BH Cosmetics is bringing a summer to our vanities, keeping our skin hydrated, refreshed, and makeup in place with the Paradise collection. This includes some Paradise primers, Paradise refresher face mist, Paradise setting sprays, a whole bunch of stuff. So I feel like BH is definitely known more for their makeup, and the fact that they're getting into skincare I think is cool, but it's not something I'm interested in. And then Sol de Janeiro is launching tinted lip butters in 3 different shades. These look really fun as well. This will launch on August 18th. But again, I don't need another lip product ever, 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 ever. Here's another launch where I ended up getting a few things I probably didn't need to, but I did anyway. So there is the new Rose Decadence collection from Pat McGrath. So she launched a smaller eyeshadow palette called the Rose Decadence eyeshadow palette for $65. And then she launched some new lip products. So there's the Lip Fetish Divine Lip Shine in 6 shades, Lip Fetish Astral in 2 new shades, Lip Fetish Sheer Color for $36, and then some new Permagel lip pencils. So I did end up picking up, I think, the Divinely Lip Shine. I picked up a little set, and I also picked up the eyeshadow palette. I don't know when those are coming in, but stay tuned for a video on that collection as well. So Charlotte Tilbury launched some new things to her Pillow Talk line. There is a Jewel Pot and Walk of No Shame for $35 and a hydrating Plump Effect Jewel Lips for $32. The packaging on these are absolutely stunning, but again, easy pass for me. Hourglass has just been catching my attention, mostly because I think my friend Britt Clark really loves Hourglass. So they launched a new ambient lighting blush in this beautiful red shade, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want it. It's called At Night, and it's just so beautiful. It just looks like such a beautiful fall color. So I think I heard somebody say it's coming to Sephora, so I'm gonna keep my eye open for that. And then Bite Beauty launched the Millennial Pinks Mini Clean Lip Crayon Set. This is a limited edition with 3 new pink shades of Power Move Creamy Matte Lip Crayons and the #1 best-selling shade in Metallic Rose Gold. $39. I've never really been big on the Bite lipstick formula, so easy pass for me. And then Juno & Co. did a collaboration with SpongeBob, and I think a lot of SpongeBob fans are gonna love this. I do think it's really cute that they did a yellow sponge and called it SpongeBob, and like it's a SpongeBob sponge collab. It totally makes sense. It's really cute. I don't personally love the Juno & Co. sponges, so another easy pass for me. Okay, here is a new ABH launch that I'm low-key like interested in, but I haven't bought anything yet. So they launched a new formula. It's a lipstick formula called a Lip Stain. It's lightweight pigmented and will add a tint to your lips when it dries completely. It's a matte finish for $18. There's some beautiful shades. I'm really attracted to the shade Rosewood. I've been eyeing that for a few days now. Keep throwing it in my cart and taking it out. But again, I have so many lipsticks, so I'm gonna pass on it for now. And I really wanna try their brow pen because I kind of mentioned in a different video that I'm gonna start leaving my brows alone because every time I try to fill them, I hate how they look on camera. I feel like they look better natural, so all I've done today is just put some Anastasia Clear Brow Gel in them. But I would like to try a pen like this and use it to just fill in the front part of my brow because I love having like a boxy front part of my brow. So we'll see what happens, but mostly I need to get them done, but I also don't want to go get them done because that would include me like being in public and going to the mall and dealing with all the crazy people at the mall right now, and I just don't want to right now. So we're just gonna live our best natural brow life, if you guys are okay with that. I've also seen, this was kind of a random thing, KVD Vegan Beauty is now at Ulta. I saw it's already up on Ulta's website. I don't know if you can buy the stuff yet, but you can definitely browse it. I wasn't really looking, so I don't know what's happening. But I thought that was kind of interesting because KVD is owned by the company that owns Sephora, so it's interesting that KVD is going into Ulta, but maybe when they got rid of KVD, maybe they split it out of the Kendo brand, and so maybe now it's their own thing that they can, maybe it's some kind of contract thing, who the fuck knows. I don't know. Easy pass on the whole situation for me. Okay, here is the collection I'm wearing on my eyes today. This was another really exciting release. Sigma launched their Untamed collection. I feel like this is a fall collection for them. I don't know if they've officially called it their fall collection, but that's the vibe it's giving me. So this video should already be up on my channel. I'll try and remember to link it for you guys if you're interested in seeing swatches and how I created this eye look. It is a fun video, so I would totally encourage you guys to check it out. I didn't pick up any of the lip products, but the eyeshadow palette definitely called to me and I was able to grab it on a good sale, so of course I picked it up. The next thing that launched is these new Dominique Cosmetics liquid eyeshadows. It's called the Beautiful Mess collection in 6 different shades. Blendable, buildable, smudge-proof formula with different finishes, 2 multi-chromes, 1 matte, and 3 shimmers, $20 each, or you could get the bundle for $96. I think I saw somebody's gonna do a multi-chrome video on this. I can't remember who. If I do remember, I'll try and remember to link it, but that's really cool that she's doing some multi-chromes. That shade Electric Soul is beautiful, but like I said, I have a whole drawer of single liquid eyeshadows like this that are never getting used, and so I have no business buying that, so easy pass for me. Another new launch that I got really excited about, and I had no idea this was coming. I bought these. These are the new Juvia's Place mini eyeshadow palettes. I did do a live swatch party on these, and I want to do a video with them as well. But these are so cute, and they launched pretty recently here, so I did do a swatch party as a live. You guys can check that out. Otherwise, I will be doing a video on it soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed so you can check out those videos. And then Laneige launched a new scent of their lip mask as well as their sleep mask, and it is gummy bear scented. So I have their lip sleep mask and it's nice, but it's not my favorite. I've never tried their lip mask in the 2B formula. I don't know if it's different from the one in the pot, so I don't need them. Easy pass on those from me. And then Burberry launched a online in Europe only collection. This is the Essential Glow palettes by Burberry. They're 62 pounds, which isn't too bad. It's kind of cool to see even like high-end brands like this really like targeting the beauty consumer. These palettes kind of look like, they're kind of boring, to be honest, and I don't really understand the very deep shades. Like, are those supposed to be bronzers for lighter skin tones or tan skin tones? I don't know. Like, it's very dark, and then the rest are kind of like medium neutrally shades, so I don't really get it, but it looks like they're coming soon to the US, so I'm sure brands that focus on luxury makeup will be talking about them, and I will be happy to watch those videos and find out what their thoughts are on these products. So ColourPop never sleeps, and they launched another collection. This is their garden variety collection that was inspired by succulents and freshest blossoms. So there's a garden variety palette for $20, 4 pressed powder blushes for $8, 4 luxe lip oils for $8, lip and cheek kit for $15, 4 Jelly Much shadows for $8, and some gold glow oils, some moisturizers, some scrunchies. Like, they've got everything. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this packaging was adorable, but again, I can admire ColourPop and it can exist, but I don't feel the need to own all the ColourPop like I used to anymore, so I am passing on that. So another new release that I did end up picking up is the Ace Beauty Nostalgia palette. Now, Ace Beauty and me, we're in like a rocky place in our relationship. Some of their releases I love, some of their releases I'm like, why did I spend my hard-earned money on this? This one, so far, I am enjoying. I've only used this once, and I did do a swatch party as well as an eyeshadow look with this palette. So if you guys are interested, definitely go ahead and check out my channel. I will also do a filmed version and do a new eyeshadow look with that palette because I want to keep testing it out and see if their formula has gotten better, and I definitely want to wear the eye look like for a whole day and see if it gets muddy or what happens. So look for that video coming soon as well. But so far I'm pretty happy with that palette. Okay guys, how did I get so lucky? I got this in the mail from Sydney Grace. You guys know they're a brand I've loved for so long, and this is the Sydney Grace X Tiny Marvels X Mel Thompson eyeshadow palette, and I had no idea this was coming. I was so shocked because Mel was teasing this palette and I was like, I don't know, is it Sydney Grace? Because they don't really have like this layout in this cardboard packaging, because their other palette that's cardboard packaging has round pans, but then their Enduring Love palette has tin packaging with square pans. So I'm like, could it be Sydney Grace? And everyone was speculating that it was gonna be Sydney Grace, and I was just so unsure. So I'm so happy that Mel and Sydney Grace collab, like one of my favorite YouTubers, one of my favorite indie brands, and I was so lucky to get this in the mail, so I was so excited. I did do a first impressions like swatch party and some eyeshadow looks as a live video. Again, this is another palette I want to film a video with. It is coming. I also do eye looks on my Instagram stories, you guys, so if you want to see just like my daily makeup, like what I wear on a daily basis, definitely come hang out on my Instagram page. That will be linked down in my description box. So if you guys ever want to see how things wear throughout the day, that is the place to find out, is my Instagram. So I really love this palette and I'm so excited. Another thing, this is so random. I saw this featured in a lot of people's like PR hauls, but Persona Cosmetics launched a powder brush and I'm like, okay, but they're kind of like a one launch of every like 6 months kind of brand. So they have this bronzer, blush, highlighter, dual-ended fluffy brush for $24. I personally feel nothing towards that brush collection, so easy pass for me. So it looks like, what is this? Do you want to feel all glam like Queen Bee? Don't worry, he got you. Beyonce's makeup artist is coming out with his own brand, Fenty Beauty. So as far as I know, Beyonce's makeup artist is Sir John, who I love. I follow him on the gram. Is it somebody else that's doing her makeup now? I thought it was always the one guy. So maybe she has two. I don't know. I don't usually wear lashes, and also I don't really buy a lot of expensive lashes. So this one may be a pass for me, but you guys know I love Beyonce. Black is King is amazing. I'm so glad we got Disney Plus so I could watch that album. It was amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, I would totally recommend checking it out. Okay, so we got a holiday sneak peek. This is from Too Faced. They're coming out with a pumpkin spice eyeshadow palette, question mark. They're thinking it's gonna launch on HSN in August, so I can just see all of the pumpkin spice latte loving people running towards that. So you guys will have to keep me posted. I'm personally not very interested in that situation at this point in time. Tom Ford launched 2 new quads. There is the Visionaire and the Meteoric. I think I saw some of my favorite high-end beauty YouTubers talking about these, but I just haven't had good luck with the Tom Ford quad, so I'm thankful. Trust me, I don't want to spend $88 on an eyeshadow quad, so I'm glad I don't like them. And there is another new brand. This is by Item Beauty and Addison Rae. I believe she's a TikTok star, and I remember thinking that this was very like Glossier / Tower 28 vibes. I even signed up for their email, and I did get an email when their stuff launched, but I ended up skipping on it because honestly, I have so much makeup right now. Do I need to add any more makeup to my collection? No. Here's another launch from Pure. This was an interesting launch. This is the new Defense Anti-Pollution Collection. There's a 12-piece eyeshadow palette. Anti-Pollution eyeshadow palette features an innovative mix of shamelessly bold, easy-to-blend shadows that instantly bring drama and attention to the eyes. It just looks like a smoky eyeshadow palette, but sure, We'll call it the Anti-Pollution palette. There's a Submerge Overnight Detox Anti-Pollution Moisturizer for $34, Matte Mist Anti-Pollution Mattifying Setting Spray for $24, Downtown Detox Detoxifying Black Lemon Mask for $28. So I like how cohesive the collection is, but other than that, I don't think it brings anything new to the table. Urban Decay was kind of being sneaky, and they like slid in with some new launches. So they launched the All Nighter Ultra Glow Makeup Setting Spray for $33, the All Nighter Ultra Glow Makeup Primer for $36, and the one thing that really caught my attention were the Stay Naked face and lip tints for $26. They're infused with kombucha and marula oil. This long-lasting vegan makeup formula leaves lips feeling moisturized and adding a buildable sheer wash of color with a glowing, dewy finish on lips, cheekbones, and anywhere else you want in shades. And there's like 6 shades. These look cool. I was looking at these on Sephora, and honestly, if I didn't have a bajillion cream like products at this point, I'd probably pick them up, but I did end up passing on it. So Morphe gave us the 35C Everyday Chic Artistry palette. I feel like this is the 2020 version of the 35O from like Morphe, when back in the day, in the early, like, what was it, 2015s? When everyone was like 35O, 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 including me. I was like obsessed with that palette. And now we have this, and I'm like, no, snooze fest, moving along. Easy pass for me. So I think that's kind of it for me for the mainstream brands. Let me see what I have saved on my phone, because there were some makeup launches that caught my attention in the save category. So somebody tagged me in this, because now I figured out how to save the makeup releases you guys are tagging me in. So I got tagged in the OC Beauty Shop, the Linda Murray collection. Is that right? Did I say that right? It looks like it has some pressed glitters. I don't personally know too much about this brand, so I won't be picking it up. Plus I have like every warm neutral palette ever, so passing on that. I also saw this brand Killer Queen Cosmetics launched a Halloween pure favorite holiday of the year, perfect timing for Halloween, da 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 da. It's called their new Ouija palette, the perfect addition to your makeup bag. I kind of love this color story. I love the like the grungy yellows and the greens, and then that like indigo purple shade called Magic in the corner. I haven't purchased from Killer Queen, so I don't know anything about it. If you guys have heard of the brand or you know anything about it, let me know down in the comments. I also saved the Violet Voss, their Essentials 2 palette. This one is low-key giving me Anastasia Beverly Hills X Amrezy vibes with the 2 blue shades and the purples. It's cute. I like the Violet Voss formula, but I don't need to buy this collection. And then Kimchi Makeup has a new collection, like 2 palettes called the Happy Palette Collection. I'm kind of curious about this brand. Like, has anybody tried it? Is it any good? A subscriber of mine sent me their highlighter palette. I haven't tried it yet, so I will do that before I pick up any more products from them. And then they also have these cute little Juicy palettes. There's 4 of them, Juicy 9 collection. It's so cute. And they had a birthday sale where they were BOGO free. If I was able to pick them up at that discounted price, I probably would, but it doesn't look like that discount is valid at this time, so I haven't picked those up yet. And then I saw Annette's Makeup Corner post about this palette. It's by Enchanted Luster Cosmetics, I think, and this is called the Dragon Prism 2 palette. It just looks so beautiful. It has these beautiful textured shadows. They look like they're duochromes, and they just look really, really pretty. So I have my eye on that for some reason. And then Glamlight did a foodie box, and this was basically like Mexico themed, and they had like their mini taco palette. They had a highlighter. It looked very, very fun. They had a I don't even know what all these things are. A lash. They had like lippies in there, I think. So that was cool. It was $39 and you got a bunch of full-size products from them. So if I didn't have a ton of stuff from Glamlight, and I'm already waiting for their donut palette to come, so I decided to pass on it, but I thought it was really, really cute. And then the brand Sample Beauty, you guys have to let me know what you think of this brand, because I'm eyeing their palettes and they have a lot of really good reviews, which makes me wonder, like, do they just have really good reviews or are they deleting the bad ones? Like, I'm curious to know. So they are launching a painter's palette, and it is in collaboration with Bith Painter Makeup, and it's cute, and I love that it's like a rainbow palette, and I just really want to try Sample Beauty, to be very honest. So I would love to hear some feedback. I saw Annette's Makeup Corner use one of their palettes and it looked beautiful, and I totally thought of buying it, but then I ended up passing on it because I don't need to buy more eyeshadow palettes than what I have right now. And of course, I have to give a huge shout out to my friend Britt Clark and her brush bundle set called the Basic Brush Set from BK Beauty. This is going to be available all the way until the end of August. I picked mine up. I have them. They're all kind of spread out, but I've been using them a ton. And I had some BK brushes from even before she collabed with them. And they're nice brushes. They're good quality. I believe they're cruelty-free. And I have a few friends that have discount codes with them. But if you want to support Britt, I do have her collaboration link listed below. If you shop that link, she actually makes a little bit of commission through reward style, because she's not gonna make any money if you use her code. So feel free to support. She's a small YouTuber like me, and I'm so happy that she was given the opportunity to work with BK Beauty. It's always cool when somebody that loves the brand and can like help them, and it's just such a beautiful collaboration. So I'm very, very happy for my friend Britt Clark. Let's all give her a little round of applause for her brush collab. So very, very excited. I feel like a very proud friend. And I know you guys have heard me talk about it already in videos, but of course I had to mention it in my Will I Buy It. I even had her picture saved on my phone because I wanted to talk about it in this video. So the next thing that I was kind of interested in is the new Nomad palette. This is the Orient Express eyeshadow palette. I have a love-hate relationship with this because I love the colors, but then I'm also like, is it boring? And I bought their Studio 54 quad with my own money, and I did not like the formula. And I have their Tokyo palette, but I haven't used it yet. So I'm like, I really didn't like the 54 palette formula, so I'm like nervous to buy this one, even though what I really should do is try out the Tokyo palette before I buy any other palettes. But again, pastels scare me, so I totally just bought the Tokyo palette for the multi-chromes. And my friend Amy is like, Karen, swatch the multi-chrome. Stop messing around. Just swatch the shadows. You'll see why everybody loves them. So I really need to do that. So you guys should just like hold me to maybe making a video on that palette and to stop messing around. Okay, another little launch I saw is from another brand I've recently bought from, but I have not tried out their products, is Shared Planet. They launched a Sea Turtle highlighter palette, and it's really, really cool. It's like very colorful for highlighters. It's definitely not my vibe. It's kind of giving me like I Heart Revolution, like avocado palette vibes, but I'm totally passing on it. But I just wanted to mention that I saw that they launched a highlighter palette, and it was sea turtle themed, and I love sea turtles, so of course I had to mention it in this video. Okay, another thing I had my eye on, and I definitely thought about purchasing it, is the new Luxie Butterfly Kisses collection. I think I already talked about this, and the first time I talked about it and it launched, it sold out like super duper fast, so then it restocked this last Friday, and I thought about picking it up, but then I was like, you know, I'm really not feeling single eyeshadows at this moment in time, so I did end up passing on that. And then Gerard Cosmetics launched some newer shades in their Clean Canvas Eye Concealer and Base, and I think they're on for pre-order. I actually got the original one. I haven't used it much, so I can't speak on it too much, but I know a lot of people on YouTube really, really like that. We also saw a sneak peek of a collaboration that Tara Moon is maybe doing, and I think Amy told me that this word translates into neighborhood, I think, is what she said, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm definitely curious to see what they're doing. And then Midas Cosmetics launched their new cake liner palettes. These are so cool. They launched a neon and a pastel. I believe they're on their way to me, so I will definitely show them off in a video for you guys. They're also so kind and sent me the neon MUA face palette. I think I'm getting the shade medium, so look for a video on that. I also have a discount code with Midas Cosmetics. It's just KH Makeup, and I believe it saves you 15%. And that is an affiliate code, so I will make a small commission on any purchases you make using my code. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this too. Menagerie Cosmetics is sneak peeking a 9-pan blush palette launching August 29th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for pre-order. And it's called the Arthurine Blush Palette Volume 1, and it has a bear on it. If you guys know anything about my family, my husband is such a big fan of bears. And as soon as I saw this, I think I like screamed a little. I got giddy because I'm like, I've been loving blush in 2020. Like, it's been the year of blush palettes for me. And I'm just like so hopeful that I'm gonna love this blush palette. And I get PR from Menagerie every once in a while, so I'm like, fingers crossed that I might get this palette in PR so I can show it off to you guys. So I'm really excited that they're branching out into a new category of product. And then Odin's Eye is also sneak peeking a upcoming launch. It looks like it's gonna be a colorful palette. I'm so excited. I was just on a live with my dear friend Angie on her channel, and we were talking about how much Odin's Eye really excites us and how their eyeshadows feel like they have a really nice texture to them, and they kind of remind me of Kaleidos a little bit. So when I see these sneak peeks, I see those blues, those greens, those purpley, orangey shades, I'm like ready for it. So I can't wait to see the inside of that palette and what they're coming out with. Okay guys, that is everything for this week's Will I Buy It video. I always try to make these short, but they always end up being hella long. So if you just sat with me for 40 minutes, thank you in advance, or thank you. Thank you from the past, from the future, I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will go ahead and link my Will I Buy It playlist for you guys. If you like this type of video and you want to binge some old ones, feel free to check them out, and I will catch you guys in my next video soon. Bye!